Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So from the title of this video guys, you know what we are going to be talking about today. Today I'm going to be discussing about how I had 2 miscarriages in just a year. So if you really want to know how it happened, please stay right there, sit back and let's dive in.
Another banger, baby, calm down, calm down.
So I was attending the university and I still have my boyfriend as I'm not married like I said in my previous videos. So after I entered in the university, some days after I had my period, but then my period came and it finished. After that, I was home and I saw a trace of blood. So I was like, is it that my period is coming twice a month or there is something else? So, but the blood was type of brownish in a way like this. This is the first time that I was seeing this. So I was like, what is this? Something is going on. I said, okay, well, let's wait and see if it's really my period that I'm having again in the same month. So the following day, I had cramps in my belly, I had belly ache and all this stuff, but the blood was still brownish. I was not bleeding like how I bleed for my period, but I was spotting brownish blood. So I discussed it with my boyfriend and I told him, well, let's go see a gynecologist and find out what is wrong. So he said, okay, why not? So we went ahead and reaching there, the doctor took me in, the gynecologist took me in and everything, and he checked me and he said, my dear, you are pregnant. You are 1 month pregnant. I was like, doctor, seriously? He said, yes. And watching my boyfriend face, he was happy, but the doctor said, but there's a problem. So I said, doctor, is it a problem that can be solved? He said, sit back and let me tell you about your pregnancy. And he went ahead and he told me that thinking about it right now, it's just, but I have to do this video. So he told me that um, you're 1 month pregnant and this baby will not live. I was like, doctor, how do you mean that this baby will not live? A baby which is just 1 month, you said that this baby will not live. He said, yes. I said, how do you mean, doctor? He said, I'm a gynecologist, so I'm telling you. I said, okay, then go ahead. And he told me this baby will not live. The nature do not want this baby. I was like, seriously? Then the next thing, tears came out my eyes because this was my first pregnancy and I didn't ask for a pregnancy and it came. So then he said, yes, my dear, the nature do not want this baby to be on the world. I said, so what do we do now, doctor? So he told me there are 2 things that we can do. One is either you book an appointment so that we would help you remove this baby inside, or 2, he prescribed me medication and I do the necessary at home. I said, knowing me that I'm very curious, I said, okay, doctor, I would love to do it at home. He said, are you sure? Are you sure that you will be able to do it at home? I said, doctor, yes, it's my first time, but I will go on trying it. So he then prescribed me the medication and yeah, my boyfriend and I, we went ahead, we bought the medication and we went home. He told us to take the tablet. Once I reach home, take the tablet and do not go school the following day, stay home. And he also told me that I would be having cramps, like my period is about to come again and I will be having a lot of contractions like I'm about to give birth. I said, okay, doctor. So then I went home, I took the tablet like he said, and I was lying down on my bed. 2 hours later, I told my boyfriend I started having belly ache, I started having pains and contractions and all. Then he said the work is about to be started. I said, okay, like the doctor said. So I had this feeling to go to the toilet, like I wanted to pee or something, but I knew that this baby was about to come out. So then I went to the toilet and I sat down on the toilet like 2 minutes, and then I saw blood started running down, and I felt one big thing came out from down there, and I watched and I was like, huh, is this what people go through miscarriage? Like, my God, this was this was very annoying, and I was in tears. Like, seriously, I was in tears. So then I took a shower after that. My boyfriend cleaned up the place, the messy place and all, and cleaned it up, and I went to bed still having contractions. Then I said the following day, like I said, the doctor told me do not go to school, stay home. So I stayed back home, and yeah, I was still bleeding, having blood, traces of blood and things. So the following day, I decided to say, okay, then I could go to school. But no, I did not have to go to school. When I started preparing myself for school, and next thing I felt was a big piece of clot blood, like very, very huge piece of jello blood down there fell. I was like, huh, this thing is frustrating, and I stayed back home. I didn't go to school again. But I was remembering my pregnancy and all, and I started crying. And my boyfriend told me, do not cry. It is not the end of the world. It's just your first one. And so I said, okay. Now, after this, fast forward to the second pregnancy, I get back well. I went back school and all. And 2 months after, I didn't know that I was already pregnant again. Because the funny thing is that every time that pregnancy comes to me, like, I'm bleeding as if it's someone who has their period. So this very day, I had to go to the restaurant with my classmates, and I ended up dressing myself, and I felt a sharp belly ache taking me. So I said, it's not my period. It can't be my period. No, it cannot be my period because I have already seen it. So I went to the toilet and I saw the same trace of blood again. The same, very same trace of blood. I saw it. I did not have no feeling again to go to this restaurant. My boyfriend said, you know what? We'll go to the restaurant with your friends, and then we will buy a pregnancy test. The same day while I was going to the restaurant, we'll buy a pregnancy test, and I will be doing it the following day to know exactly. So when I reached this restaurant, I was like, God, is this what I'll be going through before I can have a baby that I not even asked for? So after the restaurant, I went back home. I took my shower. It was already late, and I wake up early in the morning and I did this pregnancy test. I placed it on the desk, and I went to bed again. And I woke up. My boyfriend told me, he woke up before me, and he told me, did you do the pregnancy test? I said, yes, it's on the desk. Then he would take a look at it and he told me, but you're pregnant. I said, what? Seriously? Like, where is this pregnancy coming from? He told me, yes, you're pregnant, my dear. So prepare yourself. We're going to the gynecologist right now. So I prepared myself and we went there. Reaching there, the doctor told me, he checked me and all, and he told me, yes, congratulations, you're pregnant. I was like, doctor, is it true? Won't I lose this one this time? He said, no, you won't. You're pregnant. Then he booked my other appointment and all and all. 5 months later, I was going to school, and the bus that we're taking is these buses are loaded. Like, if you don't sit, you would stay standing and the bus will drive. The driver does not care. So after, I was still going to school with my belly. I had a big belly. I was going to school and all. So I don't want this video to be too long, right? So I went home, and yeah, in the night, some days on, was sleeping and I felt like when I sleep on the left side, I feel like everything is like everything went down to the left. Like side, my left side is heavy. And I said, what is this? I turned to the right and I felt everything, like all the heaviness goes to the right. I like, mm, this is the first time that I'm going through this thing. Is it that this baby is shifting heavily or what? I spoke with my boyfriend and he told me, I hope this is not what I'm thinking again. I said, I hope too that this is not the what we are thinking. So the next day we went to the gynecologist. We went to see him. We were like, doctor, we don't have any appointment today, but can you please watch and see if anything is wrong with me, because I'm feeling like when I sleep on the left, everything goes to the left. When I sleep on the right, everything goes down to the right. There's a heavy weight. He said, okay, I will check you in. He took me in, he checked, and when he checked me, he said, my dear, sit down. I was like, okay, doctor. And he said that you have lost this baby again. I was like, seriously? How come? He told me he doesn't know, like, I lose this baby, this baby, there is no heartbeats. I was like, doctor, again. Then when I watched my boyfriend, he started crying, like seriously, he was crying. He asked the doctor questions upon questions. He was like, doctor, is there not a way to repair this, to bring, like, for the heartbeats, for the baby heart to come back, like for it to be beating back again? The doctor said, like, no, we can't do nothing. The baby is actually dead inside of me. He started crying, he started questioning himself, he started asking, he started saying, like, what have I done to this world? I have not done nothing to anyone, and this is happening to me, like, seriously? He started questioning himself. So I was like, if this baby is not, if this baby is dead, it's because that the Lord no want this baby to be on this world again like the previous one. So my boyfriend was like, he started crying, and this one I couldn't remove it at home because I was already at 5 months, like I said. So the doctor booked an appointment for them to flush this baby out of me. So we took the appointment, and if everything, they gave me the injection in the back and all, and then we went ahead. They removed this baby in me. So when I woke up from the sleep, I was like, doctor, can I see at least the baby, at least the parts that you'll remove, just so that I could see what this baby would be like? He told me, no, you can see. If you watch this baby, you will be very heartbroken, and you will, I don't know how you'll be recovering from this. So he said we will be taking the parts of the baby to run tests to know why that you lose this baby. I was like, okay. And going home, I told my boyfriend that I do not want any pregnancy again, nothing. So let's just keep it stable there. No having sex, nothing, because as it is now, it seems that I can't have any baby after that. So he was asking himself question. He took 2 days off from work. He cried. In fact, for the first pregnancy, he was the one consoling me, and for the second one, I was the one consoling him. And this is how I lose 2 babies in 1 year. 2 miscarriages in 1 year. So this is why I tell people, like, if you're pregnant and you don't know, no matter the situation, do not abort your baby. Keep your baby. If the baby is there, it's for a reason. God alone knows why this baby is there. So this is what I went through for a year. And yes, so guys, I thank you all so much for stopping by. You all told me to do the video and I did it, but this broke my heart. But then again, I moved on. I even kept the consultation book, so that I had all the echography, all the scan there, and I was watching it. But after a while, I took it, I shared it, and I threw it away, because every time I watched this book, these scans, I was heartbroken, so I had to throw it. So this is it for this video. This is how I had 2 miscarriages, guys. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe back to my channel, guys. And if there is any question that you would love to ask me, put it down in the comment section, and I will definitely answer you guys. So thank you all so much for the love and the support, and I will see you all in my next video. So for now, bye guys.